In this video, I'm going to show you the laziest way to make money online, and it's what I do to make $10,000 to $20,000 every single month without even leaving my house. The thing that I'm talking about is sales, but not the kind that you're thinking about. And this isn't door-to-door sales, insurance sales, or car sales, or anything like that. This kind of sales is completely lazy because it's remote, low pressure, and all you need is your voice and a laptop. So let's go over how this works and what you need to do so you can start making $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month in remote sales. So how does it work? Let's imagine your favorite internet guru, say Iman Gadget. Iman does something called personal branding, where he makes videos to sell his course called Agency Accelerator. But Agency Accelerator costs thousands of dollars, which means that there's gonna be people who like Iman's program but won't buy. Just like you when you walk into an expensive store and you leave when you see the price tag. But imagine there was somebody to convince you the price tag is worth it. That's exactly who Iman has to sell his program. And they can make tens of thousands of dollars taking 5 to 10 calls a day. And selling this program is easy because it already works and people love Iman. So let's start by showing you how to find an opportunity to sell for someone like Iman. And make sure to stick to the end because at some point in this video, I'm gonna actually drop my Instagram, and the first person to message me is gonna get a free 1-hour coaching call where I just tell you everything you need to know to get better at sales. All right, so how to find an offer on Facebook ads. So it's actually very simple. If you've ever applied to a job on Indeed or Glassdoor, it's very similar. Facebook, we have something called groups, and in these groups, employers will basically join them and they'll post about the jobs that they're like looking to hire for, and people like you and me will just apply to them, interview, and get the job that way. Okay, so these groups, there's many of them. You can actually see here. There's a lot of them actually, and there's a few that are the best. So do this. If you actually message me on Instagram at Sean Zhu, it's spelled SHARNE.ZHU. Message me on Instagram. I'm gonna send you like a Google Doc where you can join all the groups that I'm in. Okay, but for example, let's just look at the first one. So this one's called high ticket closer opportunities, right? We'll see people like, for example, this one, they'll basically say they're looking for a setter, location's gonna be remote, compensation structure, responsibilities, requirements, and if you're interested in this, do this. And in this case, they tell you to roll up your sleeves. There's not a fucking do here, all right? You're gonna roll up your sleeves if you're a go-getter and you say the word setter, right? So basically, yeah. Okay, now, here's a very key thing here. Before I tell you what the specific right steps to do are, you need to make sure you don't get scammed, because there are scammers out here. And how you can identify a scam is just something sounds way too good to be true. For example, this guy, right? Let's think here, a phone appointment setter, right? A phone appointment setter is equivalent to like a shift worker in a McDonald's, right? You have a manager and you have a shift worker, right? So if you're gonna be the shift worker, how does it make sense you're getting a $5,000 base salary, 8% commission, and you're expected to make 10 to 16K. It just sounds way too good to be true. Okay, now we can confirm this by just looking at their profile. So I'm not going to do it here, but if you look at their Facebook profile and it doesn't look like a real person, it looks like a bot, then it's probably not real. Okay, so let's try to look for one that looks a little bit more legit. Let's maybe like this one, for example. This is a little bit more realistic. Commission 7 to 10%. It looks real. Closer earning expectations 10 to 25K. Could be possible. Maybe it's just like a more selective role. They have a lot of things they're asking. So whether this is a scam or not, I don't think it is. We'll just use this for the sake of an example. So what you're gonna want to do here is read the bottom. If you want to be a game changer, right? Yada yada yada. Leave the word closer and send me a direct message. Okay. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna set the word closer. Boom. And we're gonna send him, a direct message. All right. Boom. No, like do it correctly. Not like I did where there's a capital L, but I'm just using this as an example. Send a message. Hey Sheer, I'm Sean. Just commented on your post. Super interested in hearing more. Boom. Okay. And we're gonna send this. Boom. Now, do you think this is where it ends? If you don't, then you are correct. This is not where it ends. Most other people here, right? We look at these 11 comments. Harry, Ruth, Janelle, all these mother effers, right? After they actually comment this, what they're probably gonna do is they're gonna go, play League of Legends or something, right? We're not gonna do that. We're gonna go the extra mile, because when we're looking for, jobs, especially high-paying jobs, you have to go the extra mile. So what we're gonna do here is we're actually going to do this. We're going to even say like our actual experience. So I'm going to say, I have closed $2 million in sales in the past year, and my at a 70% plus closing rate, for example. Actually, we can just say 70 to 80% closing rate. That's my actual stats, by the way. Now, whether you're in door-to-door or you have previous sales experience, just make sure to mention it, right, and say how you did, close rate, and everything. Now, most of you guys are probably not going to have sales experience, but this is okay, because in this industry, you can actually you can give an extra effort, and because people are business owners, right, they respect people who actually go the extra mile. So if you put extra effort, actually, you have a very good chance of actually getting the job with no experience. So how can we show that we're actually going the extra mile? Well, type a more detailed message, right? Hey, Sheer, I'm Sean. Just comment on your post. Super interested in hearing more. I don't have very much experience, but I'm super driven. I'm super hungry. Just elaborate, right, on who you are as a person. And the next thing we can do, whether you have experience or you're not, you should do this. You're gonna go over to loom.com, okay? And you're gonna record a loom on just who you are, what your experience is, if you've had any, and just give them enough to gauge your personality and tell who you are as a person. I'm gonna give you an example here. So this is what you're gonna say on the loom. I'm gonna make this video so you can gauge my personality and whether or not I'll give it 50%. I really appreciate the feedback at the end of this video. Please be as harsh as possible. I don't take anything personally. So real quick, I've experienced as a setter and my show rate is over 60%. In the leads that I've set have amounted to over $100,000 in cash collected for the actual offer. Okay. The reason I'm looking for a job is because I have a lot of extra time alongside my current offer and looking to add something in to make a little bit more money. The reason you're looking for a job is also important because if you're so good at sales and you have all this experience, why are you looking for new offers? Some more experience, right? I'm really confident that if I work with you, I would book leads at a very high show up rate, and I genuinely work my tail off, okay? Once again, I'm really open to feedback. So if there's anything that came to mind watching this, or if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Okay, boom. So I'm open to feedback. I'm just trying to give them a rundown that I'm very open to feedback. I have a very open-minded personality. If you criticize me at all, I'm going to take it well, okay? So basically, that's what I'm trying to get across. And what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and send him the loom. And we're gonna say, here's a loom I made just for some extra context. Cool. Okay. And if you keep doing this over and over again, this exact strategy, you might not find an offer in the first day, week, 2 weeks, but you will eventually find an actual proper offer. And this is actually the exact same strategy that all my clients use. And after a few weeks, after a month or two, they always end up finding good offers. Always. Okay. Now here's actually a quick tip that nobody really talks about, and it's that people will purposefully ghost you to test to see if you're actually serious or not, right? So for example, imagine I got this interview with Sheer. He said, hey, let's set up an interview. We set the interview up, and then after the interview, he says, okay, this is all great. I'm gonna talk to my team in 24 hours. We're gonna get back to you, right? He's not gonna get back to me. He's not. And then after the 24 hours, I'm gonna message him, and I'm gonna email him and be like, hey, Sheer, just follow me up, right? Not gonna email me back. Okay, I might do it again. Hey, Sheer, just follow up again. Hope you had a great weekend. Not gonna respond to you. And this might happen 2, 3, 4, 5 times before they even give you a response back. They're just trying to see how serious are you, because in sales, follow-up is also a very important thing. And expressing follow-up is also a sign that you're interested. Very good sign. So you're gonna have to do that many, many times. How we sell is also simple. I follow a process called DPS, which basically stands for discovery, pitch, sell. Discovery is where we find out everything about them, kind of like a first date. And the pitch is where we explain why our product fits their situation, which you can kind of think of as like a marriage proposal, right? And selling is where we discuss any objections they might have. Like dating though, sometimes we're gonna get turned down, but instead of getting mad, we should focus on what we can improve. Now this is hard because you're a beginner trying to fix your own mistakes, but I have a cool trick you can use. Have you ever been in an argument and you think of the perfect comeback after, right? Sales is the exact same thing. You have to think long and hard enough and you'll eventually figure it out. And through the thousands of calls I've taken, I have had every possible scenario that can happen. And after thinking through all of them, I've come up with the perfect line for every possible objection. And this reminds me of why having a coach can actually come in handy, because your coach can just tell you the perfect thing to say. I can save you a bunch of time just telling you what I already know, and I make money from the coaching. So if you want me to literally tell you word for word what to say and how to find a perfect offer, sign up for a call below and we'll see if everything's a good fit to start working together.